Okay, guys, I want to show you something about your journal. Now, I noticed that a lot of people did not do the annotating assignment. Please practice. Okay, the more you practice, the better you get. The more you practice, the better you get. Okay, so what is annotating? Annotating while you read, you're reading a text. Let me grab one of my texts here. Let me grab one of our future texts. Okay. So actually, maybe I should grab a text that you guys are not going to read that I'm reading for myself. Okay. So here's a book that I'm reading for myself. Okay. So what I do when I'm reading, okay, what I do while I'm reading my books are my articles. If I have an article, I print it out. And then as I'm reading, I underline sections that I find interesting. And then I write the reason that I've underlined that. I put post-its in my book so that I can easily locate information. So when I'm annotating, I underline or I can highlight a section and I write in the margins of my book the reason why I have chosen that text, okay? So let's see some more. Okay, here's again, right? That I've underlined things and I've even put numbers because this is the process. I've numbered this process for myself. So when I go back, I can look at my text and I can see that it's annotated. Okay. Let's look at another book that I might have. Okay. So here's another book that I have. And here is a book and it is annotated, right? Here's a word I did not know. I circled it and I looked it up. So all words that I do not know or that I kind of know, I look them up. So I highlight it and then I annotate it. And that's what you're doing in hypothesis. You are highlighting and annotating, telling us the reason that you've chosen that text. Then what you will do is you can go back through, right? And you can expand on your annotations, right? So here, right, I have stuff that I have annotated and I've written on the side, and now I can go back in my journal and I can expand on my annotations. So how do I expand on my annotations? How do I find things that I'm interested in? Well, I'm going to use my Think Aloud checklist, the Think Aloud checklist, and this is in your annotating assignment, okay? This is in your annotating assignment, and this is also some comments that I left for some folks. I've even given you a digital copy of this in your comments for your annotating assignment. So let's look, right? So I can predict, picture, question, make connections, identify a problem, summarize, and I can use a fix-up. And what I see here are a part of a sentence, okay, are a part of a sentence. This is a frame, right? This is a frame that helps me to create a sentence about a text that I am reading, okay? So let's share the screen. The screen. I'm making myself laugh. So here is your Mindfulness in Higher Education, Teaching, Learning, and Leadership by Danielle Joy Davis. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I think I have one open. I have opened a Word document. Okay, so let me make my Word document big. Okay, oh, I forgot to put her name, right? So I'm going to write by Danielle Joy Davis. Okay, so this is my journal check one. Okay, so this is the one of the articles that I need to have in my journal that my teacher's asking me to have. Now, why do I need to do this? Because we're going to write an essay on this, and this is the cardio. This is the cardio of writing. So then when you go to write and you do the heavy lifting, it's a lot easier because you got your cardio done. All right, so now I'm going to grab text that I like, okay? So this is text that I like. So I'm gonna go up here for a second. I'm gonna put this down, go back here, and here is patience should not be confused with inaction, right? So I'm highlighting that text, right? I'm highlighting it, and then I'm going to write it down word for word, and I'm going to use quotation marks. And I want to make this bigger so you guys can see it better. Okay, I'm going to use quotation marks, and because I'm starting in the middle, right? Oh, I need to fix that because that's a lowercase p. Right? I'm starting in the middle of a sentence. I'm going to use my dot, dot, dots. Those are called ellipses. And ellipses are only used within a quotation because they indicate missing information. Ellipses probably won't be used in your own writing because we're always thinking. So that would mean that you did some, like, that's what ellipses would mean if you put it in your own writing, that there is missing text, okay? And there's usually not a lot of missing text when we're thinking, right? We can't stop thinking, right? Okay, so now I write the text I like, and now I'm gonna write the reason I like it. So I'm gonna look here, right? I'm gonna look here, and I can see I have predicting, I have questioning, I have making connections. Oh, I'm going to make a connection, right? This reminds me of the way that being in the present can help me to calm my mind or the thoughts that I run on autopilot. Okay, so that's why I like it. Here's the text I like, and here is why I like it. And I want to try to put as much why I like it as I can, because I'm going to use my why I like it in my papers, in my quizzes, right? So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this stuff right here, right? I might use it. I might use this right here with a quotation, or I might use a part of this sentence, right, in another area of my writing. But because I'm doing my journal, I have already begun the writing process. And I just do a little bit every day. So here's next text I like. Listening deeply and understanding situations as they are. Be open to creativity beyond conditioning. Respond effectively to complex and emotionally charged situations, right? So now I'm going to write about why I like it, right? And I'm going to say, I think the point here, oh, I have it all in bold, but you know, I'm not going to judge it. I'm not going to judge it, right? I'm just getting my thoughts out without judging it. I think the point here is that mindfulness has benefits beyond the classroom, right? Okay. It can teach me to listen to others without thinking about what I am going to say while a person is speaking to me. I can just create the space and listen, right? What else does it make me? Be open to creativity beyond conditioning, right? So, wow, what does that conditioning mean? So I'm going to say this. What does Davis mean by conditioning here? Does she mean that people have programmed thoughts in their minds, right? Does she mean that people have programmed thoughts in their minds? right? Conditioning, the way a person is conditioned to think, right? Pay attention to the thoughts that are flowing through your mind. Are they your thoughts or are they someone else's? Are those your emotions or are they someone else's? Right? So mindfulness helps us sort through that. So now this is what I mean by the journal. I have text I like, why I like it. Text I like, why I like it. I'm expanding on my annotations. All right. I hope this helped. I'm going to stop now because I don't want to. I could talk for hours, guys.